Welcome to Learning by Choice, bites of information that you get to apply immediately. We're looking at the Drive sales culture, exploring how do we ask great questions under the letter I for Inquire. One of my favorite books, in fact my all-time favorite sales book, is one called Spin Selling by Neil Rackham. I wanted to share with a little bit about that book today. So we've gone and talked quite a lot around the sales questions, but what I particularly liked about that book is the 4 key elements that he covers off. And I've used this as the foundation for my meeting plans, for the way that I structure my questions. And I talked last time around having hooks that you can hang questions on. His acronym has 4 letters, obviously SPIN, and they have inside each of those a raft of questions. But I wanted to cover it off because I think it'd be really useful for you to get some depth of understanding around how important this stage is in the customer experience. So the S stands for situational questions. Find out where the customer is now. What situation do they have? What are they experiencing? What are some of the factors that are happening around them in the economy, in their business, in their industries? So your situational questions. Those are the ones we talked about last week. What are you doing now? You know, what do you enjoy around what you're doing now? Those are situational questions. Then the P stands for the problem questions. What are the pain points that the customer has? Remember, if you don't know what the pain is, you're unlikely to get the sale. People will make a decision if you can help them solve a pain point. And so pain problems include things like, you know, what are your frustrations? What's keeping you awake at night? What's stopping you from moving forward? So those are some of the great questions that we've got over there. Now, the other letter stands for I. What is the impact of that? What are the implications? If you don't go and solve that problem, what's the impact going to be on your business? What's the implications for you of not taking action? I often say to people, it's a bit like the old Spanish Inquisition where they had a thumb screw. You talk to them about their problems and you wind the thumb screw down. You get them to really relive, oh, I've got this problem and I've got that problem. You go, oh, and what happens if you don't solve it? They are winding their own thumb screw down. They go, oh, crumbs, if I don't solve it, there's going to be this much pain and that much pain. And then the N stands for the need payoff. Well, if we do solve it, what will the outcome be? What will the benefit be? What's the need payoff for you as a business? And that's obviously where you release the pain and go, there is a better way. There is a way we can move forward that is good for you. So those 4 questions I have found to be fundamental in this stage of the questioning process. Finding out what their current situation is, what their pain points are, what the implication of those pain points are on their business, and what's the need payoff of doing something different. Have a look at your sales system, your process, and read the book and see if it follows that good, clean, logical process and those 4 key areas. Here's to your success. If any of this resonated with you and you'd like some help with it, do feel free to get in touch. Drop me an email at mike@thinkright.co.nz or 0272 987 523 or our website www.thinkright.co.nz.